Yeah.
Oh, seems good to me. So we're in Cons of Tarkir, right?
You choose the flashback. You can almost see the word winner down there.
Ah, there we go. Yeah. Are they doing Twitter polls for which?
I think that is how they decided this, was some sort of Twitter poll that I didn't see.
Yeah, I
But
didn't see. I mean, I probably would have picked Cons of Tarkir if I was one of the options.
yeah, I think
This is one of the better draft formats around.
yeah, like always excited by this one. It's been a while since we've done it flat.
Yeah, I think this one just hasn't really. It's got flashback to like once,
Yeah, I still.
but
It was weird that they were like, all right, we're doing all these like cool and exciting things. We got, different cubes, the cons cube, we got the legacy cube, and then we have flashback to Dominaria. It's like, you mean that standard legal set?
yeah, I mean how a set you could just draft on. Like it might show up on the draft
Yeah.
for Maga still.
Yeah.
Drafting Return to Ravnica isn't that much different from drafting Dominaria in terms of standard
Relevance or
relevance.
yeah. But yeah, so we're doing cons. This is triple cons. This is no Fate Reforged.
No Forged.
Yep.
Because Forged was not great in terms of what it did to the draft format.
Ooh.
You tried to open a good rare. And then you did, because they were all basically great.
Yeah, there were like a half dozen okay or worse rares.
And then, yeah, let's go.
Alright.
Altar of the Brood, what up?
Here it comes. You ready to open?
I'm ready.
Of the Brood.
Altar of the Brood. I'm ready to be broody on this altar. So, a card that, yeah, go ahead.
Feet of Resistance is that the set, or is that?
I'm pretty sure Feet of Resistance is here.
For, like,
I'll double check.
I'm trying to remember our our combat suite. I think Feet of Resistance is the one I recall from this area.
Yeah, Feet is the best one because it's God's Willing plus.
And we don't get Venom because that's dragons.
That's I'm just gonna look up all the instants while we're waiting for the other pods to kick in.
Wins Alphabet flashback. Oh boy. Yeah, welcome to Skull Step Steep. Maybe we can find our way.
There's Awaken the Bear, which is Predator Strike.
Predator Strike for 3.
Predator Strike 3. There's Become Immense.
Yeah, that's 6/6 for 1. Is there
Defiant
Dragon
Strike?
Yeah, that's Prowess Trick. Is there the Dragon Boon instant? Is that in this set? Again, like
Dragon Scale Boon, which is 4 mana, 2/1/1 counters, untap. Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't really have like a lot of tricks, because a lot of those I've mentioned have been expensive. So like we more have like prowess level tricks is what I expect. All right.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Mind Swipe.
Okay, so Mind Swipe isn't bad. It's also not very great.
Right.
It's okay. Dragon's Grip is another combat trick. This one sticks around because it's flash if you ferocious.
Yep. Murder Rough Rider is pretty good at attacking. Debilitating Injury is one of the best commons.
Yeah, Debilitating Injury is a fine pick. Timely Horde Mate would be an okay pick. The Rough Rider would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
And there's the Injury, which is just like fine removal.
Yeah, one of the things about Injury being dead weight for 2 is that in this format, we've got morphs right here. Hi.
Yeah, so you have lots of 3 mana 2/2s kicking around. So being able to kill a 2/2 is more valuable in this set than other sets.
Yeah, and below the cut we have planes.
Just planes.
Yeah.
So Injury's a fine one. Horde Chef is 2 or less, right?
2 or less on CMC, yes.
That's Horde Mate, not Horde Chef. Horde Chef is later.
Ooh, Ruth.
We were talking about Roost before the draft. There is Quiet Contemplation, which is a Goblin Slide card.
Yeah, it's not any of the good ones though. I've never liked Quiet Contemplation.
Yeah, it's not as good as the other ones.
I like Ruth. So Ruth is morphs for free-ish.
Free-ish reveal black card turns up for like lose 2, but really it's just a death toucher. Dad is okay.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
that's good too. I think I'm fine picking up Ruth and keeping black. So start with black, move around with where we could go on this.
So you've got Mardu, Sultai, Abzan. We're interested in.
Yeah.
So green cards more than anything else,
Yeah.
but also white cards.
Yeah. There's a Woolly Loxodon on this pack too. That is certainly worth noting. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on green and white, see which one feels more open. If we see in here like there's an Abzan guide that might be just a good.
Abzan guide or Sultai
Scavenger, yeah,
are both really good.
So this entire cycle, this is like a common cycle of creatures that morph down for morph up for 5, all like quite strong within the each of the clans.
The Abzan guide and Efreet Weapon Master are the good ones. Outlast is cost, tap, put on 1 counter.
And it's sorcery speed.
It's a little bit like level up, but kind of.
Yeah.
But Abzan Guide's good.
I think I like Abzan Guide a little more than Scavenger in the sense that, like, I like having a little bit of direction, and this is something we can, because it's a morph, it's something we can splash out. It's not something we need to, we are committed to 3 colors now. It's like, well, okay, well, what if I
maybe if that happens.
Yeah, I see Frontier Bivouac, Sultai Scavenger again, Woolly Loxodon again. Is that better than an Abzan Guide?
Is Woolly Loxodon better than an Abzan? We kind of want to play shell game with our morphs, right?
Yeah. Outlast's main power is putting +1/+1 counters on your creatures and, like, having creatures that care about that.
Yeah, there's lots of creatures that care. Blossoming Sand's also not a terrible pick.
Yeah, I kind of... So part of me likes picking Abzan Guide because that cuts off, like, a shard off, but, like, picking up the Loxodon gives us, like, very powerful. This thing morphs up for 6.
Yeah, Woolly Loxodon is a beating.
Let's roll that way and let's see where this lands. I like having, like, again, like you said, shell game. Aurora Challenge is the lure. Awaken the Bear we mentioned. We've got
there's Hootie and the Mandrills. There's Mare Elk Nightblade, which is okay.
Okay. Rite of the Serpent, if you want to spend all your mana.
Yeah, but sometimes you do. Like, this card's... You don't like that card, but you'll play it.
I find it a little too bad. I find it a little too unplayably, like, 6 mana is just too much. I know there's a slower format, though. You like Hootie and the Mandrills, though? Yeah, we can probably use that. I was looking at fixing, but Thornwood Falls would only fix if we actually were in Sultai, which, there's Abomination of Gudul here. Yeah, A-Bomb is one of my favorite of the cycle. All right, see the Unwritten. Yeah. Yeah, it grabs creatures from the top. I actually am really easy pick in my mind here. Yeah, Archer's Parapet is a fine card. This is a better thing than it looks like. So, let me demonstrate to you the power of Archer's Parapet. 4 power. 4 power. Like, these are 5 and 6 drops here that this 2-drop blanks. It's very good. Like, these 05 walls are just the right size. That's why Woolly Loxodon is so good as well, because it over. Plus, it is a board stall card that benefits from a board stall. Retribution of the Ancients isn't that good. No. I like that. Retribution of the Ancients is like, yes, welcome to the payoff for Outlast, but the payoff for Outlast is just having big creatures. Yeah, like Disowned Ancestry here is a Kraken hatchling that gets there because it has an ability. Yeah, so this thing is an 04 and can easily become a 1/5, which is the perfect blocking number. I'm sad we've been seeing a lot of Sultai fixing. I think we've seen the whole cycle here. I want to see a little bit of or not the whole cycle. If we saw the whole cycle, I would have picked up the.
Yeah, we passed the Blossoming Sands though. Karu Bloodsucker, huh?
Huh.
That's slow sec.
Yes, and like the sack on it isn't very good. You're playing it for the secondary
ability.
text, or the you know
Yeah.
it's first text there, which is whenever creature you control with 4 toughness or greater dies. Which, looking at our deck, is currently almost everything but Ruth. So that
Yeah, so could be okay.
yeah,
This
we
might be a play. Other thing would be like Ken, which
can, or even like Thornwood Falls as a.
yeah, pick up a falls. I would definitely. Yeah, the shambling attendants are here, but they're really bad.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the shambling. I think the shambling attendants cost too much. They're one of the only delve cards I dislike for its cost. I feel like 8, even with delve, is asking so. Like, Hooting Mandrills is 6, and you get a 4/4, and then you add 2 mana and you shift the power toughness. Like, yeah.
We pick up some dogs here, or like a Defiant Strike.
Let's stick in the colors we're in. We'll disown Ancestor on the wheel, huh? All right, I'm happy about having more of those.
Yeah, like apparently people aren't picking Sultai, but then there's some.
We're in
Control is great,
we're in like Sultai Abzan. You know, we've got like.
Yeah, we've just got an Abzan guide that's
Yeah.
sticking us in white, so we could pivot here.
I don't care about anything in this pack.
Pick up a Colossadon.
Because like this banner's too big. Like, we'd have to splash 2 colors for other things. We just.
Alpine Grizzly's playable.
Sure.
So is Disdainful Stroke if we're in Sultai, though.
Yeah.
Bear.
Abzan banner and a second Disdainful Stroke. That was actually, I should have taken a little bit more time on that.
Yeah. Disdainful Stroke's a little weaker just because all the time you're morphing up your big cost guys, but.
Yeah. Okay, so we have kind of a good setup here where we have we've got Golgari going. We've got like
we've got some fine creatures. We could use some more interaction and some grease too. How about what does ACDC do?
So ACDC is when ACDC comes into play or attacks, mill 3. When one of your creature cards is put in your graveyard, when one or more creatures, so like on each mill trigger, make a 2/2 zombie.
So we would have to get into more mill stuff for this to be really good. If we don't do that, Sultai Soothsayer is also just very good.
Right, this is the look at top 4, one of them to your hand, which on a 2/5. So this is extremely.
We could play some. Esidisi would be a direction.
Yeah.
Like, we would consider playing things like Rakshasa's Secret.
Yeah, or even like, well, again, Soothsayer gets much stronger with the ACDC on her side.
Yeah.
So, like, I think this is a fine pickup. The other picks in here, like, Skulls, because we have Kraken Hatchlings, Archer's Parapet, Edge if we were going a different direction, but I don't feel like that's us.
Yeah, Chief of the Edge. Just the better of the Chiefs. Cranial Archive. Ooh, but Bellowing Saddlebrute is just like a guy, and Dead Drop is the Crocodile Pit.
Yeah.
We have some compelling choices in this pack.
Yes. So I see those two. I see a couple not as strong things going on here.
I feel like the speed of our deck is a little more Dead Drop than it is Bellowing Saddlebrute, but Saddlebrute also plays good on defense.
Yeah.
It's because it's a 4/5. But with just looking at the Parapet and the dads we have.
The thing with like Esidisi makes Dead Drop more appealing because of the mill, right? Like.
Yeah, if we're going to be milling. Esidisi itself doesn't actually mill a whole lot, right? It just
mill 3
attacks.
Mill 3 or it's
okay,
more attacks.
I had missed that or attacks.
No, that has some extra text. Okay, just guys Ascendancy. Not a lot here, actually. This is sort of a kind of cut for us.
Weave Fate or Smoke Teller? Stubby?
I wish that land was real fixing here. That would have been.
This would have been a nice place to pick up some fixing.
Yeah.
I think Stubby or Weave Fate might be, or Naturalize for the board. That's a reasonable
Right,
thing
one of
too.
those. Like, well, the thing is, Naturalize, half of it's useless. There isn't a single artifact I can
Or
think of that you're blowing up in this form. Like, what?
yeah,
Is there even equipment in here? I think there's like one piece of equipment that exists.
there's the Ghost Blade.
Yeah, and then enchantments, like, there are. Like, Ascendancy's
Yeah,
literally right here. Um,
we'll probably find more Weave Fate. It's just whether or not Stubby is playable or
I'll,
not.
I'll grab the Weave Fate. Or Stubborn Denial
Ha!
again.
There's another Stubby, but here's a
Thornwood Fall.
Thornwood Falls, which I think is a snappable.
Yeah, I'm noticing here that, like we're seeing a little
some
bit
white
more
this
white
time.
going through in this one, which does mean in pack 3 we're unlikely to see as much.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pick up the falls here. We'll see how that plays out, and then kind of keep moving on. Let me sort this. Oh, that's not really. Okay, we got Blossoming Sands again. We're getting very little. I can pick up Bitter Revelation, which actually looks like a better thing than Weave Fate for our deck.
Mm-hmm. It's also just like a fine card.
Glacial
Stalker
though?
is also a playable guy.
Yeah, Glacial Stalker is actually more likely the pick now that I'm looking at it.
Yeah, just like a guy.
I'll note that this is the third chief we've seen in this set of packs.
Yep, you paid for the whole chief, but you only need the edge.
Yeah, I think it was like, yeah, they're definitely like, somebody has a quite powerful warrior deck. I think Esidisi sent us this direction, which is fine by me.
Yeah, we were looking for a direction, and Esidisi is a fine. If you're going to have something give you, how about
Kintree Invocation? We have a Archer's Parapet. We have Disowned Ancestors.
Disowned Ancestors.
Oh my
yeah.
god. Ooh.
The Invocation's pretty cool.
Yeah, our deck actually makes pretty good use of that. So, yeah, okay, Kintree Invocation. Yeah.
Yeah, the favorite archetypes for this format. Everybody loves Goblin Slide. It's very true.
That's not an actual archetype, though, is the truth.
Well, there is the Jeskai Heavy Prowess.
Sure,
deck,
the Heavy Prowess
like,
deck, but when you say Goblin Slide, that invokes pictures of a deck that basically only exists when you force it, right? Like
Jungle Hollow.
That's an easy one.
But the Goblin Slide type deck is where you have like 2 prowess creatures in your deck and then a bunch of cantrips. I always wanted Timur to be good.
I never could get Timur to be like great.
Usually when Timur was good, you were just playing like good green creatures and you had a bomb. Like you were playing Sagu Mauler. Like that was your strong Timur deck.
Yeah.
Seeing Bellstrike?
Yeah, I think we take that. That's a late kill shot too.
That is a late kill shot, man. Yeah, or even there was Knuckleblade, there's Sagu Mauler, there was Surak. There was also
Well, yeah, but every card you've named is a rare. Like if your deck if your deck relies on rares to function, like you've got certain issues. I didn't like that's.
Yeah. There was also what's his name, Bear's Companion. That guy was cool.
Disdainful Stroke.
We get our stubs anyways.
I don't think Stubborn Denial's a main deck playable.
Sidisi's Pet sometimes does something, but it's not a favored card.
Alright, and here we get one of these for free. And a second Rakshasa Secret. Alright. Right, the Serpent is asking how much you would pay for removal. The answer is, I actually don't like paying 6. That's so much.
I don't. Sip of Hemlock was a little different, because that format, creatures were very, very important, and some of them were very, very big.
Well, at least Sip of Hemlock had a secondary. Right of the Serpent secondary basically doesn't happen. You know, like...
basically doesn't happen. Plus, even Sip of Hemlock failed to function a lot of the times. Like if your opponent, like you're looking at your hand and it's like the Snake Kiss 2 damage gain 2. You've got like the Zergo, huh? Oh my god.
All right, let me put them in a pile. Hold on.
Yeah, my joke card is in this pack, so
Yeah,
we're having to make considerations.
you brought this one up.
I did say like yesterday that this would be one of our last chances to draft secret plans.
We're already like that's not even a splash in the sense that we're already playing
Or
both
yeah,
green
not even
and blue. Like
okay.
that's not a splash. Everyone's saying let's splash for that. Like
That's okay.
blue's right here.
How we got 5 morphs?
5 morphs at the moment. We have a rest of the pack to kind of fill that out.
You want to pick? I would be good picking either Thornwood Falls or even Throttle. I hate Throttle,
I
but I'll play one of them.
people is nobody looking at our deck? Okay, whatever. Sorry, I see like splash that pivot. It's like what? This is the deck.
No.
Like
Yeah,
this is the deck. Like what's happening?
yeah, we're playing. We need more morphs for secret plans to do anything, but it's a joke card. Rashasa Vizier is the Delve Liker.
Okay, so the actual thing, it's a delve liker, but I'm looking at Abomination of Gadul or
Or Pine Walker.
Pine Walker. Pine Walker is a heavy buster.
Yeah, Pine Walker is beefy. Oh, there's a treasure cruise.
Yeah, there's a treasure cruise in here too. I notice.
And a thorny, but let's pick a let's pick a Pine Walker coming next to Fast 8 or whatever
Yeah.
fast they're on now.
It's much more likely that the Abomination of Gadul comes back around.
Yeah, like one of these Sultai cards might wheel. There's Bear's Companion I was talking about though. That guy's cool.
Yeah. Hey, what up?
Heath.
Yeah.
Mistfire Weaver's cool. It's a fine card.
It's probably fine. Just got Wind Scout. Scout the Borders is no.
Not great.
I think that's in the grave. I think we just pick up the Mistfire go.
Yep, I like Mistfire Weaver. It's a big flyer.
Yeah, I guess I didn't focus on Zergo. Zergo's colors are white, red, black. And I'd like to point out the number of red and white cards in my main deck is.
That's even funnier though. It's like okay, for a minute we were so caught up in the ecstasy of secret plans that we lived in a world where Zergo Helm Smasher didn't exist.
Yep.
Blossoming Sands, yeah.
I think we want one of these. Like
yeah, Scion of Glaciers is a little hard to
so
cast.
Scion of Glaciers owns. It's an incredibly powerful card, but it's in the
wrong set.
Well, yeah, like because that needs to be heavy blue. If we had picked the Chiefs and got the Zergo, yes.
Yeah, that
would be a different world. Yes, that would be a pretty strong one, I think.
Chief Geef.deck. Big Morph. There's a Force Away.
Yeah, we don't have anything like a Force Away.
Force Away is pretty good. Swarm of Bloodflies, I remember being slightly better than the amount of text on it would indicate, but I don't know why it comes into play with counters on it when it's a 0/0 rather than just coming into play as a 2/2 with that ability.
Yeah.
But
Hinock Bondkin being a good card.
Yeah, Bondkin, pretty good.
Oh, there's the other artifact I could think of in the set.
Hey, it's Becomement.
We have a lot of Delve cards. We're probably not going to play all of them because we don't have enough, like...
Yeah, we might not even play this. Oh, but Becomement is such a punch.
Right. That's the power Becomements. That might be...
If we cut Shambling Attendants, we've got Hootie, Become, and Dead Drop, Crocodile Drop. Do we want that? That's a rare in our colors.
So our other choices in here are Teamer Charger, which is a pretty nice, like, morph. Flips down, flips up. There's like Abomination of Gadul, clearly. So, we can pick up Abomination of Gadul. The reason I like Sultai Ascendancy here, and the reason I think that it's the card I want. This is actually the tendency that, in general, and limited isn't the strongest. It only has one effect. The effect can be not great. We do have Esidisi, which triggers off of it. We do have a lot of delve.
I'd be okay with that then. It's just like Miri's Guile.
Yeah, it's a very do nothing thing. Wow,
This
Teamer
is-
Charm. Hi, how you doing?
I guess now we pick up that Weave Fate. Did we already pick one?
We
and put
already
it in the
picked one and
sideboard?
put it in the sideboard. Or challenge.
Snowhorn Rider.
Yeah, Snowhorn Rider.
I do like Snowhorn Rider a lot, but
If I had any fixing for that, I'd be more likely to. Alright, Thornwood Falls or a Monastery Flock, which actually.
we have 3 pieces of. We have 2 pieces of fixing only.
Yeah, that's tougher. Adept was too expensive there for me to care about it. Like, and we don't have a lot of good prowess triggers, so 2 toughness is kind of bad. This is God.
I think the falls are the smart pick.
Yeah, I think we do need to actually be able to cast our spells. Well,
Hey, more's better.
let's keep getting more ways to cast our spells. Wow.
Lens of Claire. Wait, can we just play like a
Can we
Just
just
Guy
play
Wind
a Just Guy
Scout?
Wind Scout? Like,
Can we just play a Just Guy Wind Scout?
whatever. I can play a Just Guy Wind Scout. Hey, you're
Defeat a clan from the
never
board, I
you're
guess.
never getting played.
A bear.
Like, this is a card that only sees play and
Not even
like
sideboards in modern. It's weird.
yeah.
It's not Nod to the Bone. Okay, so we've got some exciting cards. We have a bad uncommon enchantment in our deck. And we've got some removal.
Yeah, I feel like we're a little light on interaction, but we have a lot of beef. And that can get things done pretty well. So let's everything up here can just go hide. Let's throw these all up in the zone. We have 29 in the main deck.
Okay, let's see how many morphs we have, and if that is enough to get us to play Secret Plans and also Abzen Guide.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 morphs. That's what I'm counting. That's close to the edge, right?
That's pretty close.
Abzan Guide is staying in.
Yeah.
We have a Blossoming Sands and an Abzan banner. We can fix that. It's a morph at the worst case. We play it face down. Like that. That's why it is in here.
Yeah, but if we cut Secret Plans, you'd be able to cut the guide, and then probably cut the banner too. And get us all the way down to 25 by itself.
Like,
or we can play it and...
Yeah, but like we also could cut out, like, I don't know, we have a pair of main deck Rashasa's Secrets.
Yeah, let's go ahead and cut one of our Mind Rots, just carte blanche.
We have a Smoke Teller, which I don't think does anything for us. Kintry Invocation is make a XX where X is the highest toughness, aka 4 or 5.
Having Disowned Ancestor alone makes me like Kintry Invocation.
Yeah, it's like...
Karu Bloodsucker, how likely are we to sacrifice our own guys?
Well, the thing with Bloodsucker is more that it has that... I don't think we're using the sacrifice unless it's like end of the game. So let me actually pile up what triggers Bloodsucker. I actually think Alpine Grizzly's out.
Longshot Squad might, Pinewalker will, Esidisi's Pet will. Basically all of our morphs do except Mistfire Weaver and Bruce.
Yeah.
Pooties.
Yeah, so like it's a pretty sizable amount of reach we have from the Bloodsucker.
And it can also just like force your opponent to target it with removal first.
Yes.
Dead Drop, if Dead Drop's our worst delve, we are doing something right. Because that card is ridiculous.
Yeah, I like having access to that. I feel like because we have, so normally in Construct, I like the idea of your token delve card
Yeah,
Dead,
1 or 2.
Dead Drop is a really good token delve card because it makes use of your resources that no other card care about.
Yeah.
But in this deck, with the power of Sultai Ascendancy plus Esidisi, we can very easily get this stuff going. So
Yeah, but we Kin Tree can trigger the Bloodsucker too, but it's
sure,
not 100%. Like Long Shot Squad could too, but that's also like not 100%.
yeah.
Singing Bell Strike is one of our 3. It's 33% of our removal, so we maybe want to.
Here's our interactive pieces. It is this entire suite,
and maybe Ruth, because Ruth can block, but.
We could take out Long Shot Squad, bring that in matches where that matters.
Yeah, against flyers, because we don't have a whole lot of other.
Right, like we don't have a lot of 1/1 counters other than the Disown Ancestors.
Yeah, the Disown Ancestors are good enough on their own. If we get beat up by flyers, we'll bring in the dogs. What is Rise? Are we playing Rise of the Challenge? Or is it the sideboard?
Roar of Challenge.
Ah, there you go. Yeah, Roar of the Challenge is a lure. It's a It can be very, very good, but not with us.
Could be okay with us, but yeah, it's a lure. 1 cut.
1 cut.
Like Become Immense or Wind Scout or.
Wind Scout's kind of against plan. It's just like a flyer. There is the Kara Bloodsucker, which is reach, but kind of mediocre on its own.
Yeah.
There's a Mind Rot that works with our Mythic, but you sometimes get people with Mind Rot.
Yeah.
And it does fuel our delve, so in a slower format like this, sometimes it does something.
I mean, we got the real flyers right here. I feel fine taking the Long Shot Squad out because we only really would need that against Jeskai or maybe certain white decks.
Yeah. Maybe it's the banner, and we just flip our Abzan Guide, nude off Blossoming Sands.
You know what, maybe that's fine. We have a lot of 3s. Because of how more functions.
We're going to be doing a lot of things on 3, and taking our time to play an off-color banner probably isn't that great.
Yeah. So this is our actual curve here.
Yeah, and then those things on the far right can go anywhere.
Yep.
Like Pooting the Mandrills could be either 6 or 1.
This curve is unreasonable. ACDC is actually our most expensive card.
That's this welcome to cons, because while it's the most expensive card, if you look at things like Willy Loxodon, they would still take 6 mana to flip up.
Yep.
But you can play it as a 3/3.
All right, let's add in all these duels. Every one of them taps for green, so we actually are going to be pretty light on basic forest.
We care about planes.
No, I don't think I know we're not hero planes today.
Yeah, well, if Abzan Guide lives or dies on the back of Blossoming Sands.
All right, we got. Just taking a look at this. We got 5 swamps, 6 jungle hollow. 4 islands, 7 with Thornwood Falls, 3 forests, 4, 5, 8. I don't think we can afford hero planes is the problem.
Our mana base is going to be weird already.
I'm already looking at this and not feeling super comfortable.
We might, if we have 3, 4.
That's a lot of black too.
You could cut a forest for a swamp, because of all the Thornwood Falls.
Sure.
I don't know if that's right. This is one of the things that makes me happy that you're in charge of the mana base, because I look at this kind of thing, look for a few seconds, glaze over. I put it on my duels, and then I just put in even amounts of all my colors and hope that's good enough.
So here's the thing with blue is that 2 of our blue cards are morph downable.
Mm-hmm. It's like Jeskai wins out seeing Bell Strike and Force Away that are mono blue. We have like Esidisi, Ascendancy, and Seeker Plans.
Just got Infiltrator, I think, might be Fate Reforged, because I think that card is Manifest, and that's not a keyword in this set.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
it's easy to get those mixed up, though, because of how
everything from...
the set...
Yeah.
They changed how sets worked around the time cons was, and it kind of was weird.
Okay, we've got a deck. Let's make it happen. Obviously, the Abzan guide is a little bit of a stretch, but I really like the body on it. And also, look how tall.
Yeah, I love the art. This art is like 1978 fantasy book cover.
Oh, yes, this is definitely on the cover of like a Dune sequel.
Yeah, one of the good Dune sequels.
Yeah.
Where the man becomes a god worm and then dies when he touches water. That's the only thing I know about God Emperor of Dune, so I always bring it up.
I see all 3 colors in a curve.
Curve, all 3 colors. We go. We can do a 2, a 3, and a 4 if we're really thirsty. If like our opponent plays something we absolutely have to stab.
Yeah, the other thing is we might be able to attack with that Esidisi.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, with a stab in hand. Yeah, like they'll have 2 morphs in play. We'll stab one of them and attack.
Right, and then we'll make a 2/2. Like.
Yeah.
Okay, they are on the mole. Skull Step Steep is here.
Skull Step Steep. Yeah, welcome to this. For the first few turns, all you can see is this.
Yep. So, like, Chief of the Edge, I think, is the only card I could think of that would come down on 2 and make me go, like, yeah, that needs to die.
You just got everything. You still probably play the Wind Scout next turn, though, right? Or do we want to get our CT going?
I think that's probably better than full Mardu.
Seeker of the Way, which is a fine creature.
Yeah.
Got reprinted as a common at some point.
So let's just go ahead and play the Wind Scout.
Oh. Tapped Earth Thornwood wrong.
Oh. Thank you.
Got him. Now they're going to play a morph. And it's going to be
Ponyback Brigade. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a good pack 1 with green black, didn't know what we were doing, and then pack 2 opened up Esidisi. I was like, what does that card do? Defiant Strike?
Bring low! You know what?
Eh.
Better than on that.
Yeah, I'm into it.
Alright. Help me out. Alright, we hit a creature, so we get a zombie. We hit 2 creatures, but it just says 1 or more, so it's each instance of mill.
Man, you know what I kind of wish we had picked up? A Dutiful Return.
We did see 1. There was a point where I saw a Dutiful Return, and I thought that same thing, where it's like, oh.
You okay trading zombie for a card in their hand?
Yeah, I'm gonna trade a zombie for a card in their hand. Are you kidding me? 100%.
Leaping Kick? Crackling
Kick! Crackling!
Okay.
Fine.
Wow. We are owned. Now we stab. Well, this is regular. They have 1 man. We're going to stab it to death. And then make a morph. Or do we want to get our Ascendancy down?
I want to get that down soon, but I want the morph first. Because we can morph it up next turn.
Then the Hexproof can come up. Didn't we have good times with Misfire Weaver in the Cons Cube?
We did. We had it around. Hey, War Shrieker.
Nude War Shrieker.
Nude. They just need a body.
Yeah. That's the prowess deck way. Sometimes you... Jungle Hollow? No, we want to...
No, I want to leave up the... I'm going to leave it back as a blocker, too.
Yeah, because we might just block and have a 3-1.
Yeah, like, again, they're showing that they're, like, trying to just have the 1 creature go to town, if we can answer that.
Plus, they won't be able to kill the Misfire Weaver with a removal spell, because it's going to have hexproof.
Well, they could respond to this activated ability. Which I think they will. I think it's a certainty that they have something.
Yep, right down.
Sure. I'm at this point. I want to burn their tricks. I want to burn out this garbage, and then we use Sultai Ascendancy to draw real cards instead of this garbage where we've drawn 8 lands.
Yeah, it happens.
So. Wow, those are extremely not anything right now.
We could put them into our graveyard. So all Karu Bloodsucker does right now is block a 1/1.
Yeah, my problem is, well...
Hey, we just cast that, right?
Yeah, this is just cast, please. Oh, hold on.
Okay, play a land. Thanks, Karu Ascendancy. Or
yeah.
Sultai Ascendancy.
All right, hello. You already spent your ride down, right? Like.
Yeah. What more could you have? Also, look at the cool like uncommons and rares our opponent has.
Yeah, Crackle Doom. Hell yeah.
Seeker of the Ways, one of the better prowess guys. And Write Down, it's like a good removal spell.
Yeah. Anyway, they have to have ride down level removal to deal with Woolly Loxodon. And again, from here, we're effectively drawing live every turn with the Ascendancy online. This is like some sort of... Oh, yeah, just a morph. Sure.
Pony back brigade.
And they just go wide. It's a fine plan. We just need to find creatures.
Do they have a Trumpet Blast?
Alright, so let's find a real play. Having, you know, the ability to look at our top 2 and draw from the 3 feels really nice right now.
If we lose to Forest Dune Blast, that's what we lose to.
I know, and that's not... Well, for 1, they need 2 more mana. For 2, like... Ancestor good enough here?
That is pretty good here. Ruth may even be okay here.
Ruth would just be playing, like, we wouldn't be...
I guess we wouldn't be able to flip it up.
Yeah.
So maybe Ruth is below EV. But I like Dad well enough.
And I want that life.
Life is good.
Okay. So now they can flip up the pony back. They're on 6. Yeah, I was gonna say, I somehow doubt combat is happening here until next turn. Alright, let's go again with Ascendancy. My gut actually likes having the Force Away as an option.
Yeah, I kind of like it too. What's the thing on Force Away, its ability?
Loot, or you can draw and discard.
Okay.
So, I don't actually know if I want to put Ancestor on the grid. Actually, no, we should probably, like, find our way through that. So yeah, this lets us defend ourselves from some sort of hell mode.
Yeah. So we'll see if they've got, if it is Pony
I
Back.
assume it's 100, right? Like what else could that be other than Pony Back? So Pony Back happens, they attack, they Trumpet Blast, we take...
Like, we block. We
take... We have to bounce a token, and then we take 13. Ugh. Forcing away the morph would be the absolute worst thing we could have done right there, because that would let them reuse the Pony Back, like...
Yeah, they would flip it up, and then... Ooh... The Valley Dasher. You're always afraid when you see the Valley Dasher.
Yeah, our opponent is aggressive. Alright, I'm gonna spend this Force Away on something.
So we block the War Shrieker with the Loxodon, right?
I would... Feed the Clan is also not what we need in this matchup. That's...
No. What we need is to draw lands and spells in combination.
So what do we want to do? Like, I'm thinking I might want to bounce the War Shrieker. I just bounce a token. Like,
Yeah.
we're taking a lot here is the problem. If they have Trumpet Blast, we're dead, but it's fine. So let's do that.
We don't have to loot because we have no cards in hand.
Okay. We need more board. Poof,
Esidisi's pet would be one of the better creatures we have, but I don't know if it's good enough anymore.
yeah.
Just a 5/5.
Yep. So we take 5 from the all out. Like, again, this is we need to get wide enough here.
Yeah, we need them to not have like Arrow Storm.
Yeah. So like one turn where they draw a land would be good enough for me. Yep, here's the all in.
Just block their best creatures.
So now we are currently dead if like we can't find another blocker. Or piercer. 2-power flyer, huh? Alright.
Oh no.
That might be enough to get us, like, regardless of our draw.
Well, I don't know what in our deck saves us. So it might be time to pack it in. Opponent had a Seeker of the Way, so they gained a lot of life. But once if we ever got control of the game, we would overwhelm them so that their life total wouldn't especially matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
So good to know. I think, yeah, I don't think there's anything in here that gets us out of this. Let's move along. Do we have anything that feels like a good, no, we don't have anything that's like a mass, like, way to deal with their board, which is a bit of a pain.
Just Crocodile Drop, which is bad against specifically the
Yeah, it's
cards
Pony
Mardu Horde Chef and Ponyback Brigade.
Yeah.
But still probably good enough. We could play Smoke Teller as Bear that can block, but our opponent has lots of tricks.
Yeah, they show an infinite amount of those. That might still be better than, like, Mind Rot?
Could be better than Mind Rot.
Mind Rot doesn't...
Mind Rot doesn't do a whole lot if they're going to be emptying their hand for us anyways.
Yeah, like, that's the problem, is that, like, the Mind Rot feels like something that's going to be gone quickly.
Yeah, the Mind Rot would be great if Esidisi was in play and it produced a 2/2, but that's basically it. So you got Smoke Teller as just Bear, can block. Lifelink. That's one of our plans.
Pretty sure Abzan Guide would just win us the game. You know our deck needs 3 mana to function?
Yeah, it does. On the play...
I'm out.
It has Dad in it.
This is the same hand, but it has Dad in it.
We put Piney or Dead Drop to the bottom. Or Care Bloodsucker, maybe.
Yeah. This hand sucks on ice.
This hand, I believe in the top 10.
I don't, because we need 2 more colors of mana and then playable spells. This is almost all of our black cards. Our deads are draw. Our deads are draw. Our draws are super dead for the next while here.
So what do we put to the bottom?
Okay, we at least have Disowned Ancestor, which is the only reason I think this hand is usable.
Yeah, we'll outlast Disowned Ancestor 20 times and win by attacking once. Opponent misses their land draw. Okay.
They kept a 7. Okay.
Well, if we just level up again, then they'll run into the dad.
Outlast is sorcery speed.
If it was instant speed, it'd be a little dumb because you could just block the dad and level up, and then they would die for free.
Yeah.
Oh, not for free. They would pay. It would die for the low cost of 2 mana.
Yikes!
Swifty, huh?
Our opponent is super aggression. All right.
If
you
we
ready?
lose, at least it's not going to be just to our mana. Our opponent's deck also seems pretty good, except for maybe the Valley Dasher. But
well, the Valley Dasher's on theme for them, and I think that fits. They have enough tricks to back it. They just roll in with it. It doesn't matter. Yeah, they just don't care.
Yeah, it's attack with Swifty.
They ride down our 2/6, and then if they have Defiant Strike to follow that up, they clear our board. There's the ride down, which was 100% there, and then the Defiant Strike I don't think is 100% there.
Yeah. Opponent has high good card density.
And I can't block that.
Well, if we draw a land, we can maybe just play Esidisi's pet. Thinking if we level up Dad or not. I don't think we can afford to yet.
Yeah. Okay, Ancestor probably gets killed in this combat, and that would be okay.
Yeah, do they have Leaping Kick or whatever it's called?
Nope, okay. Because like Heart Piercer is the card I was thinking. Okay, War Shrieker, that's near free.
They could have Heart Piercer.
Yeah, that's true. Bring low, alright. Yeah, we're like 20 types of screwed.
Yeah, we're toasty.
Alright.
On to the next round.
Yeah. Oof, so yeah, the power of aggression backed by decent removal gets things done. Bring low is just barely good enough.
Yeah, because Bring Low can murder most like outlasted creatures, makes it good enough.
Yeah. Like that's its thing, is that like so Disowned Ancestor can't die to it normally, but it should be fine later. Like, you know, like if you level it up, it dies to the 5. So yeah. Alright, round 2. I do not believe that was just a bad matchup. I don't think it was. I believe that had a lot more to do with a absolutely horrible hand in game 2 and game 1 not really cooperating as wanted. This is fine.
This is fine.
Like, it's not the greatest. I like the parapet. That's the reason I like the hand.
I'll be back in a second.
All right. Perfect. Oh boy. That's not exactly what I wanted to see. All right. Everybody in this format knows what aggression is. Then they raid for Mardu Hordchef. And that gives them infinite power. We need to immediately do this or we lose the game. Okay. That actually slows them down considerably. The Chief plus the Horde Chef was something that I was extremely scared of. But like this now, we're only taking 1 on the hit. Like it's not nearly as bad as it could be. They might have another raid. If they have another Horde Chef, that gets a little out of control, but... Okay, I don't really care about the patrol.
Yeah, Saltward Patrol sucks.
So, they went Chief of the Edge into the Horde Chef, which I drew debilitating injury to not immediately lose on the spot to, so...
That's pretty good.
Feel good about that. Yeah, I don't think the Salt Road is very dangerous here. Like...
If they attack with it, that'll be interesting.
Well, they just want to push damage, then.
Well... Just attacking for 3.
And we're there's another Horde Chef.
Okay. Dead Drop, maybe not great in this matchup.
Dead Drop, quite bad in this matchup, actually. Oh boy, Einak Bonkin. That's a pain. Okay.
Luckily, a 3/3 is also just kind of okay here.
Yeah.
Especially if we can Horde Chef it up ourselves. Can we get a creature?
Yes. Rock Justice Secret, Sultai Ascendancy, and Disowned Ancestor. So we did get a creature there. So that gives us, like, a board, finally.
Yeah, I anticipate if they have nothing better to do, they might just outlast both of their guys.
Yeah. Because first strike.
Yeah. And we can attack with Esidisi.
Yes.
And maybe they'll try to super block.
They, like, ultimate block, and we annihilate them for it? Alright,
Yeah.
let's...
More likely, we'll just trade Become Immense for Horde Chef and a 1/1. Or they might just block with his own Ancestor.
Fuck.
The whiff. Alright.
Yep. Especially because I didn't do anything.
Well, we can morph Ruth and then like morph it up at some point to draw a card. Plus a 2/3 also, just not the worst.
Yeah, 2/3. Gonna be fine. I can leave the parapet active. Two cards in hand. So our opponent's... Oh,
see.
okay. So...
I don't know if we're dead.
We're using Become Immense here.
Yeah, so...
I think Become Immense to kill the Einak Bonkin, take out the soldiers. We take 2.
We can also
15.
put Ruth in front of something and flip it up to just like trade with a Horde Chef maybe. Or just put it in front of a token and just block it as a 2/3 on a 2/2. No, they are 3/2s. Okay.
Yeah, they're 3/2s. And they're... Okay, so this is gonna blockers. We want Archer's Parapet on Einak Bonkin, Zombie Token on Lifelinker, and like...
Either one of the Horde Chefs or Dad.
Yeah, or I can take out the... Yeah, we could block Dad and we don't lose our morph then.
I was thinking we might flip it to draw a card and Death Touch. Secret Plans is just draw a card, not loot, right?
It is draw a card, yes.
Okay.
Just sitting here thinking about, like, how much damage do we take from this? We take 3, 4, 4, 5, which is 16. We go to 4.
Huh.
We can't activate the parapet. We have to like become immense from our hand.
If we can stabilize past this turn, though, we should be fine. Like they're going to be out of resources.
We get rid of their first strike. We keep them. Yeah, let's do this. So let's do this. We'll take 15, go to 5. Um,
Do we want to flip our guy up?
I want to draw the card,
Yeah.
and I'm probably gonna cast Dead Drop next turn. So those are our blocks. Turn this creature face up.
We could make ourselves lose 2 life. I'm glad we have a Delve Enabler in play.
Yeah, Ruth
because
might
of
have been
all
better
of-
on one of these 4/4s now that I'm thinking about it, but I'm just going through, like, in my mind here. Alright. So we go down to 5.
Abzan Guide. Yeah.
Um,
Either just play it or morph.
do I attack with Esidisi?
If we attack with Esidisi, we might get a 2/2. We're going to be...
Because, like, a 2/2 would be, like, just a body, and then we'd be able to... Honestly, the Hooting Mandrills, like, would be a little more live.
Yeah. Really, they only have 3 effective attackers right now. Like,
Yeah.
the dad does not have power.
Alright, so let's... Okay.
Got a 2/2.
Alright, so we can... Hooting Mandrills... No, we can...
We have... Okay, we have 6 mana in play, 8 cards in graveyard. So 6, 8, 14 mana total.
Yeah, so I could, like, Dead Drop plus Morph down Abzan Guide, or
Hooting Mandrills.
Hooting Mandrills and Abzan Guide, but not... So, like, Guide would still be face down. I think maybe that's okay.
Yeah. We kind of want it face down, really, if we're being greedy.
Yeah.
Which we might want to be greedy just to get through this.
Yeah, so the thing is, we've also used basically all of our strong delve cards. Like, we have Dead Drop here, and that's our final, like, delve piece. Well, that makes Dead Drop a bit more annoying, and that it doesn't work, but... Okay.
And it still kills the Hate Blade.
Yeah.
So probably kills Mardu Horde Chef and kills the Hate Blade.
Alternately, I could pass and just morph up the...
Yeah, morph up the Abzan guy whenever something happens. Yeah.
Yeah, let's try that.
We can just wait.
We can't wait too long, but I think wait one more turn is fine, because we'll draw a card off that. God, it's back. Alright.
Okay, they got their Einok Bond.
And now they're gonna level up some things.
Their guy has first strike again.
Okay. So we want to use the Dead Drop first.
Yeah, the Bell Strike will be good on the Salt Road Patrol at least.
Do we just roll with the Dead Drop now? Like,
I think so. Like, we'll probably get their Morph and Mardu Hate Blade. Which the Hate Blade is annoying if we want to keep attacking with anything. Since we are mostly on the ground. And they know about it, so
Yeah, like they're not gonna.
it could be ponyback, but our opponent is not showing the third color yet.
Yeah, I don't even know if they have one.
Yeah, which I wouldn't believe that they do. They valued the hate blade, probably because of Esidisi.
Yeah. Like, zombie token will be okay, so that's land out of hand. They're empty handed. Weekend singing bell strike.
Salt Road Patrol,
Something
or
like
the
that. Yeah. The hate blade means we can't, like, bring in Abzan Guide.
Swamp.
Hmm. The other problem with singing bell strike is that once they hit 8, it becomes a detriment.
That means they have to pay 8 over and over again to untap their guy.
Yeah, well, like, they're not doing anything else right now. God, can we do anything to forward this? I don't think we can, because, like, I can't attack through Dishonored Ancestor. Hateblade would trade with Abzan Guy.
Did we delve away, force away?
Yes.
Ah,
Like, we're out of interaction other than a single, what's its face? Debilitating injury.
I thought we used that on Chief of the.
Oh, shit, so yeah, we're out of everything. We cannot interact with this board. Other than Singing Bell Strike. So this is the final card that can do anything to affect our opponent.
If we bell strike the Salt Road Patrol, what does turn sideways look like? Because we're also gonna be under some deck pressure here. They're at 30 and we have 13 or 12 in deck.
Yeah, well, Esidisi certainly can't, because that's not a man.
Ah, crap. Loxodon, if we got rid of the hate blade, could crush on through. Master of Pearls wasn't this set. That was I'm pretty sure that was that a Megamorph card?
No, it was not.
Oh, it was this set.
Yeah.
Well, shit. Well, if we're going to lose to Master of Pearls, I guess we lose to Master of Pearls.
Yeah, this just doesn't get anything doing. Like,
Uh, yeah. Root's dead. Unless they have their own Root.
well, they don't have a hand. They can't flip that up.
Yeah. Hey, hey.
Okay. No
Why didn't
attacks.
they? Yeah, they didn't
Because
pump
they're
their.
gonna untap this if I went for an attack and block for 4 first strike. They have like 7 first strike there, so.
Isn't the untap on. What's the untap cost on Singing Bell Strike?
6. Instant speed.
Okay, I thought it was 8 for some reason.
No, it's 6. So. Final card out of their hand is, sure, Skull Hunter. That doesn't do anything.
That's a good card. I remember when I was so offended at Mardu Skull Hunter.
You really didn't like that card.
Just it has to be a piker with downside. Ooh,
Okay.
reach. A plan is formed. It's a bad one.
Okay. Again, the current problem is look at how much first strike they have untapped.
We delve away Jeskai Wind Scout.
No, we did deal away misfire.
Yeah. Opponent does seem weak to flyers.
Yeah.
I mean, I just had a realization. This is a deck that wanted, oh, just War Behemoth. This is a deck that actually wanted the Crocodile Infest.
No!
Ow.
My bloodsucker! Damn it.
Opponent is playing Despise. Okay.
Okay.
So they have many, many very good cards, and then a few stinkers. That's
Like War Behemoth.
Salt Road Patrol and Despise.
I don't think they have to attack for the rest of the game here.
Nah, the onus is on us to win.
So now we're in a position where we can't lose, but we can't. But, like, we need victory.
Yeah, we have there's 6 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah. We're down by 5. Like.
We're down by 20.
Yeah, we're down by a lot. But like they can't they can't make forward attacks. It's just like, yeah, like what, Einok Bonkin comes in, I'll block that with everything. Yeah.
They meant to outlast it.
Okay.
Wonder if they outlast the Stoned Ancestor. No? Okay. Well,
Okay, well I know what I'm boarding in this matchup.
what's that?
Roar.
Oh ho! Yes. I could see that working out very well.
Yeah, Roar sounds like a card that actually gets the job done in this matchup, rather than just sitting here doing nothing.
Because we could crush them.
Yeah.
If you want to try to learn from them, or do you want to just... Because I think we can't win.
See
They
this.
might show us something else, though. Like, take up arms.
Okay. Yeah, you take up arms also is good information to tell us, hey, maybe Dead Drop sucks ass in this matchup.
Yeah, maybe it does. Usually Dead Drop's really good.
Not
But
here.
we're just repeatedly being told it's not. Remember when they went through many successions of making worse Journey to Nowhere over and over and over again?
Yep. Forever. They really wanted worse Journey to Nowhere. It was kind of ridiculous.
And then they eventually made one that was close enough to as good that you could maybe even call it better. And then
Yep.
people just don't play that one anymore for some reason. I wonder why.
I'm gonna leave.
What's that card called again?
So we don't want Dead Drop here. We want
Roar of Challenge.
Roar. Let's see if there's anything else we want. Because like our flyers are gonna be a pretty good way of us winning.
Could just bring in Bear over Mind Rot again.
I feel like Mind Rot actually could do something. I don't know.
Maybe it could. I actually I'm okay with Mind Rot most of the time. I'm okay playing exactly one of them. Let's rock.
Yeah, I like the Roar though. That's like our.
Is this going to happen again?
Yeah, it's gonna happen again because this hand's also just off. This is one color again. Like.
This just sucks. This one can at least like Singing Bell strike something.
Yeah.
We put the black cards on the bottom. Oh, Roost, we can morph.
All right. Yeah, no swamp with our disowned ancestor is just
very
tragic.
sad.
They've got their own disowned.
Nope, they're going to get rid of our hooting
Okay,
mandrills.
so our mold of 5 is now on 4. I'm not showing them that I drew a land there.
Yeah.
And then they go ahead and play Edge.
Dad. Bondkin. Well, Bondkin is like the traditional target of Singing Bell Strike. Because Bondkin is the best white 2-drop.
Alright. So, we currently have some problems.
We have some problems where I think we're going to do great because I'm going to summon playable cards. I did it.
It's not unusable here.
Everybody thank Gnomebitten for summoning a playable card off the top of the deck. And watch again in amazement as I do it again next turn. For my next trick.
Debilitating. I'm sorry, your hand is that good? Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I think they just have any creature in hand.
Yeah.
Well, watch as they'll be so sad that they got rid of the... Technically playable. We played that swamp, so I'm not wrong.
Oh my god, and our opponent is nothing.
Okay, they're gonna play Morph.
Sure.
They got their War Behemoth. Oh ho!
Alright.
A creature that blocks, because if that's War Behemoth, that's like a 3/6 or something.
No friend. Okay. Alright.
We flipped 2 lands though.
Yeah,
so
fine with that. And flipping the Force Way means there's no reason to hold.
Hey, it's Dad. Yeah, are we okay trading?
Okay. Our Wind Scout. Ugh. Yeah, trade with Hateblade. And yeah. This is the same as last game, except with 5 fewer creatures on each side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we somehow had a Skuldkin in our deck, I would be very happy.
Hit me. Hit me for 5 with your Krumar Bondkin. No?
Nope.
No!
Oh no.
Alright. Roar Challenge is here, but we don't have the board stall anymore, so it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, so it doesn't do anything.
Alright, and then I'll block Timely Horde Mate. Then they morph up, finally. Show me Krumar Bondkin.
Show me Master of Pearls.
Do it!
We'll just concede and cry if you do.
Defeated! Oh, shit.
Oh, no, okay.
Stop it!
Isn't Krumar Bondkin the... Is that the...
Maybe not...
There's the 3/3 with first... The activatable first.
Shit, I'm trying to think of Krumar, like, it's a 5/3 no text.
Ah, well, there's Canyon Lurkers, which is a 5/2 no text with Morph.
This one's safe.
I don't believe you.
This morph is safe.
Okay,
Yep.
That did not do it.
That's same outcome.
I love it.
Okay.
I don't know why the universe is getting revenge on us, but it's doing it.
It certainly is. We'll have to see if round 3 we can go ahead and get this deck to function in some way. Alright, I want to learn. Come on.
We got to know.
Flip it up. Flip it up.
Flip it
Flip
up.
it. 5-3. 5-3, no text.
Yeah, you were right.
Bondkin!
It was Krumar Bondkin. Unyielding Krumar is what I was thinking.
Yeah. Alright. Time to go with round 3.
Let's put one on the board. Let's get a win up there.
So far, we're,
Good hustle. Good hustle, but get a win up there. Come on. Come on, kids.
Yeah, we got a halftime where we gotta...
They bring out the Zamboni of shame. Cleans the blood off the ice.
Yep.
And you're sad because you know that it's your blood.
And we're going into period 3 here, and we've got... You know, we're down a bit, but... You know, Mighty Ducks didn't give up when they were down against Iceland, so...
Quack! Quack!
Quack! Quack!
Quack! Quack!
One of the secrets is I think this deck is missing one Abomination of Gadul, which should...
We're missing an Abomination of Gadul. We're missing like any of the X spells we could be playing. Like target player draws X and loses X, or the mill X spell that you like, the Villainous Wealth. Like a Villainous Wealth would turn this deck right around.
No, I think we'll find our way with this. I think this deck.
This deck's missing pieces. It's not terrible. It's not the worst thing we've ever
One thing
played.
about it is, as we watched it, we definitely had elementally weak to fist. Indeed. Stop it.
Well, this has got a
No,
land.
I flat refuse.
This one I accept. Just when we
Yeah.
put on the bottom, our only creature or Mind Rot.
Kind of like Mind Rot in this situation. Maybe the Force Away? I don't know.
Maybe Force Away. Yeah, Force Away might not be doing anything for us right now.
Like, I don't know what our opponent is, so it's a little hard to...
It's hard to say no to Mind Rot.
Yeah.
Well, if our opponent's on Savage Knuckle Blade, we'll just tap it. They'll be fine. Actually, does it have a bounce ability?
It does.
It does. Okay, so maybe don't put the Singing Bell Strike on Savage Knuckle Blade.
Yeah. Would not recommend. That's what Ruth is for.
That's what Root's for. Ooh, maybe we do get knucked. Tell us your secrets. Or should we make a morph down Roos or get down the Glacial Stalker?
Get down the
Something.
Stalker first. Let's like force our opponent to do the same.
Ah, indeed.
You know, it's morph time.
Was Zoetic Caverns in the Cons Cube?
I'd be kind of rad if it was. Do it. Savage Knuckle Blade my ass.
Do it. Ah, no, it's just Sagu Mauler.
Whatever.
I guess we offer the trade because it's Sagu Mauler.
That's a teamer. That's the 5/5.
I mean, I would also be okay with that trade. It's the teamer battle.
I no
whatever.
longer want to make the trade.
I don't want to make the trade either. So let's just play Mind Rot them. And play Typhoid Rats. Tell us your secrets. Islands.
Julian.
That is the secrets.
Typhoid Rat.
Typhoid Rats is good.
If we battle Sagumon, does it drop off when it flips? No. Hexproof prevents it from being targeted by spells as they are being cast, not spells that are on it that are not like enchantments on it.
Yeah, protection is like the one that works that way.
Yes, protection would make it fall off, but hexproof is only on the targeting of the spell, not the. Okay.
Embodiment of Spring. Okay.
Sure.
Surprised they didn't just discard that instead of Island, but I guess they did. They probably drew it then.
Morph 2.
Crippling Chill.
Offensive.
Okay, they attack.
Yeah. You don't make that play unless you're attacking, so...
Well, I guess we'll take 2 then.
No target creature gains hexproof will counter the lightning bolt. What?
Yeah, it will, because...
What it...
No, okay. I'll field this
yeah,
one.
please.
Miss Hunted is confused.
Okay.
Because the target creature gains hexproof would resolve, because it was cast after the lightning bolt, it would resolve first. Thus, the creature would have hexproof when the lightning bolt was targeted. But if you went to do that in the other way around, like you cast Ranger Guile on your creature to try to just give it +1/+1, and your opponent lightning bolts it in response because the spell hasn't yet resolved.
Or, like, what I meant when I said Singing Bellstrike will not be stopped by a Sagu Mauler if it flips up after the Singing Bellstrike is in play on it. That's what I meant. In play on the card.
So if they had we tried to play it on it and they morphed in response.
That's fine.
If it skipped past.
Yeah, I thought I was in a different step than I actually was. That's okay.
Shouldn't you been able to flip up on damage?
Right, but I'd already hit for 2.
No. Okay.
All right, let's take the Saga Mauler to the face.
Yeah, but if you didn't morph in response to the strike, it would fizzle.
No, I did not mean it that way. So here's our 5/5.
Okay, that's creature to be Singing Bellstrike. Perhaps, maybe not. Who knows?
Yeah.
Okay. It might be a creature we block and become immense in response because.
Well, we have Ruth.
Bruce. Okay. Give me a break. Give me a break. That's not the candy bar that I'm referencing. Okay. We just want to play Esidisi's pet. Or do we want to... I guess there's no reason not to morph it.
Yeah, we hide it.
Now, it's very true that you could have been playing MTG wrong, though, Abyss Hunted. If you tap your lands to the left instead of to the right, you've been playing it wrong this entire time. Okay.
Okay.
Their hand must suck.
Oh, I'm gonna become immense so freaking badly here. Oh my god.
We're 1 short, aren't we?
Yeah, no, I mean next turn. I'm just gonna gain 7.
Yeah. We'll find out if they block with Embodiment of Spring or not.
Or, like, maybe I Singing Bellstrike that.
If you tap the lands the wrong way, then you get a judge called on you. Don't do it in organized play. It's fine in Kitchen Table Magic, though.
Take the hit. Give me that post-combat.
See, I do approve of putting lands in front of your creatures.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah! Our trick works! It's working! It's working!
Yes!
My sneaky scheme is working!
How did that function?
It's only a matter of time until that hedgehog's mine.
Yeah, let's just become immense on the attack here.
Yeah, let's see what they block here. Because if they block the Esidisi's pet with Embodiment of Spring, do we...
I think we Debilitating Injury that instead.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Get them. Wait, are they dead?
No.
They're like 2 short. Which, we have Ruthless Ripper in our hand.
No, we're 3 short.
Damn it, we're 1 short.
I know.
I off by 1 again.
I'm still holding Ruth. Like, I could play Ruth, but instead, what if we hold Ruth? Like,
what if we hold it? We could Singing Bellstrike their guy. Nah.
I'll use that as a tap target blocker. Right? Like, let's use Singing Bellstrike to tap a creature out of the way, right? So, like, this turn I can Debilitating Injury.
We'll have to play our Ruth first if we want a debilitating. If we're going to sneak in the damage that way. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You don't have quite enough.
Not quite enough. So let's go ahead and.
Do we need the 2 damage off Ruth?
Let's get it. It's free. Like, bring our opponent to 1 while we have a 1/1 with Death Touch in play.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Just like attacking with the.
And if this is a 5-mana morph, it doesn't function, right? It could be like a mist thingy, or it could be like a something like that.
Sagu Mauler.
Yeah, it's a mist thingy. Yeah, so that's still fine. Like,
they're out of cards, and we send with the 1/1. Next turn.
Yeah, not this turn.
Yeah, I don't see any profitable attacks this turn. We could draw Archer's Parapet, it's true.
Yeah. Oh, Vicus, thank you for the host. We are currently in the middle of round 3 here on of Cons Draft. Our opponent is precariously posted on 1 life, whereas we are just attempting to find a way in.
Like a flying creature.
Yeah, so Singing Bellstrike doesn't get rid of a blocker anymore?
Not because they have enough mana. That's the downside to the card, which is fair. Because,
yeah. Let's go ahead and attack with Ruth, because I think they'll trade their flyer.
I think they might just chump with Embodiment and Sack.
I would not do that because I wouldn't want to get down a creature against us. But yeah, thank you for the host. Hello, everybody. We're doing Magic. I'm here. Gnomebitten's here, and we are
I'm Gnomebitten.
Trying to roll through. Alright, so Mistfire Weaver can also hexproof on like the flip up, which is sweet. As we saw.
Yeah.
So we're immune to removal at the Mo again.
Yes, they have like 2 cards to kind of do something with.
Yeah.
And if they play any of them, they probably can't untap with when we play Singing Bellstrike.
This is not Arena. This is the older client, Magic Online. So that's why we're drafting Cons of Tarkir, a much older set.
This is Moto, as they say, which people use mostly for playing Legacy and Modern.
Yes.
Jeering Instigator. I think not.
No. I also have this morph. 6. So, no.
Yes. You shall die.
All right. Flip up our flyer. Our opponent will die to that next turn. So they were trying to steal that to, like, allow them a little bit more information, or allow them, like, maybe to get around this. All right, let's move to our sideboard.
Okay, I thought you meant the show. But,
So, opponent's got the big creatures. They've got...
They've got large creatures. They've got kind of a dirtily game plan. They've got a flyer.
Yeah, a flyer. They got a lot of morphs.
We don't have evidence that Disdainful Stroke would be any good against them.
Well, they morph down all their expensive cards.
Yeah, that's the problem with the card in this set.
Yeah, so Disdainful Stroke counters a 4-cost spell, but like all these morphs, these real expensive creatures, you can play them down for 3 and then flip them up. So
and their converted mana cost when they're on the stack is 3, I believe.
Yep, it is. So I'm looking at I
think we might just ship it back.
Yeah, I kind of like where we are. Like that Esidisi's Pet Ada removal spell.
Ducks fly together.
So I feel like I feel like the way we can sum up this deck is actually a lack of a win condition. Yeah,
we've got some powerful cards.
This is the 5th. This is like the 5th time I've seen this hand.
We actually picked fixing lands fairly highly. Like our entire pack 3 was basically picking.
I'm almost thinking about keeping this because it's got the injury and the ancestor. Like it's not a bad hand. Problem is it needs a green to turn on.
Any land gets us morphs.
Indeed.
My phone agrees.
All right, your phone agrees. Let's roll with it.
That's probably my phone telling me that you've started streaming.
Wow. So I think this is like the 3rd or 4th time we've seen this specific style of hand where it's just like some swamp.
It's swamps, and well, at least we have 2 playable spells here. Okay,
yeah.
And if we did tell me you were streaming, but they was telling me that Squint was streaming. So
all right. But yeah, I'm like Disowned Ancestor is and Injury give us a lot of time, and Third Land turns on a lot of these, which also morph up for 1 green.
Yeah, so if we can get, I think our best land would be jungle. That would be
We have 3 of them. We have 3 of that specific.
There's Jungle Hollow or the blue. What's the blue green one called? I don't know. Timber Falls.
We have 3 of it though. Is the thing.
Oh, there's one.
Okay, that turns on like we might even be able to do like Ascendancy on time,
Which would fix a lot of problems.
Yeah. Though maybe even not. Like Ascendancy on time might not be worth it because, like if we can cast Ascendancy, we're on all 3 colors. We've drawn a forest, and like.
True, and it'll depend because what we're probably doing then is morphing down Pine Walker.
Yeah. Yep. There's
Mountain Spalk.
What you got here, bud? Tormenting
Tormenting
Voice. All right. Yep. Discard a card. Draw 2.
Remember how warping that card was to design? Like how they made that card, and then now we've had so many variations on that card. I don't think that card has left standard since it was printed.
So it's funny because the first time they tried to put in Tormenting Voice, they missed.
Yeah, the Dangerous Gamble or whatever.
Yeah.
Which you discarded the card at random like an asshole. Or no,
No, it was discard your hand, draw 2. Like.
Yeah. There was the Dangerous Wager.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. All right. Anyway, get out of here with your
Ice Feather even, huh?
garbage out of here.
That's a good one. Oh, there was Dangerous Wager, and there was one that was red.
Well, there was Magnetic Insight as well. To, like, discard a land.
Yeah, that one was actually pretty good.
Yeah, that one was good. Wild Guess.
Wild Guess. Yeah, Wild Guess is just Tormenting Voice for red. Just funny because the card's not actually that wild.
No. So, all right, I'm getting my morph down because we can use it next turn. If their morph is their 5/5, cool, whatever. That's their whole turn.
We don't care.
I really don't. If I take 5, we hit them back for 6. Like, it's not huge. Like, we get
At least we...
Ooh, they don't do anything. All right.
Yeah, they have a play to make.
What do we got?
Another morph. Winter Flame. Tap target creature, 2/2 a creature.
That's just kill my morph, huh?
Yeah, that's why Winter Flame was at all playable.
Yeah.
There were idiots who thought it was the next coming of Electrolyze, and it was not.
No, draw a card was very, very necessary for that card to be functional.
Mild guess.
Oh, they did it for the Hooting Mandrills. Okay.
Hootie and the Mandrills.
Oh,
that makes sense.
We do a decent job of stuffing a lot of their plays right here, so...
Yeah, like we morph down Glacial Stalker. It's hard to say. If we draw a land, then the Loxodon's better. If we don't draw a land, then the Stalker is better.
Yeah, I'm also wondering about getting Disowned Ancestor 1 more up to make this... because this is likely a 5/5.
Yeah, that's a fine thing to do. That's probably a wiser... That's a no variance use of our mana. Because worst comes to worst, next turn if we draw the land, we just play Glacial Stalker.
Yes. Or we play 2 morphs.
Or play 2 morphs, or play a morph. If we don't draw a land, we're probably playing morph and leaving up Ectophaeton.
Yeah.
So yeah, all of our plays are reasonable lines to make.
The other reason I like this is, like, if they're coming in with the Mandrills and they spend a, like, removal, who cares?
Yeah, they're killing their wall.
Yeah, it's killing my wall. Like, if you bring down low that, like... Okay, Summon Prowler.
Fine, Summon Prowler. Yeah, once they went to damage, I didn't think that they had removal there.
Let's just get...
Like, if they had Bring Low, they would cast that before damage, so they trampled over.
Yep. So here, 4/5 stuffs the Summon Prowler. Won't stuff this, because, again, I think that's a 5/5. I'm not certain. They've been playing as though it might be something else. Like, Woolly Loxodon would be the biggie. clearly.
But if you're tapping their mana, oh, crap.
Oh, fuck. Okay, that's an overrun.
Okay, let's see what they do.
Okay. Crap.
Double block on Hootie?
Double block on Hootie loses us the Disowned Ancestor or the Glacial Stalker.
But gets the Hootie off the table.
Yeah, that's their biggest thing. I'd love to get this morph off the damn table, but I don't think we're gonna.
Yeah, I don't like it. But it is just a 1-for-1.
Yeah, we'll take 4. I'm glad this morph ain't coming in. They must value this real highly.
Means that Force Away would be one of our better draws. Because if we drew it right now, we would just sorcery speed it.
Yeah. I'm gonna morph 1 down and play the Ascendancy.
That seems fair. And then once we can get the Loxodon flipped, it should outclass everything except opposing Loxodons or the Snowhorn Rider. Because that'll be an 8/8, which will be a little...
We can double block it if we get the flip up, you know.
Yeah, if need be. There's also the chance that morph just really, really sucks.
I think they would have attacked the last turn if it sucked.
You're right, so it's actually good.
Yeah.
Did he trade Glacial Stalker?
Yeah, I'm fine trading Glacial Stalker here. Question is if
Are we okay taking question mark damage? I would not mind just losing to Sagu Mauler here. How many times have I said that in my life?
you always lose to Sagumolar, that's how the card works.
Yeah, but I feel like I've invited us to lose to it a lot.
You assume every morph is a Sagumolar.
Well, if you've got Island's Forest, what else could it be? Hootie?
It's free-ish.
Ish. We can't flip up if we play it.
I think we need to dig for interaction.
Yeah, let's go ahead and swoop them then. Do we just want a big guy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Crocodile Drop.
Yeah, that's why I wanted Dead Drop.
Very, very good.
Yeah, that's why I said we want to dig.
That card's good, by the way. It's just so is Bardu Horde Chef.
Okay.
Ooh, the smell snatcher. It could be the smell snatcher. Let's see if they attack.
I think they attack with a 5 and the 3, and then when we block the Inoc tracker,
Yeah, and we invite.
they're gonna Chilling Touch. Oh, what the hell is this? Flip up?
Pine Walker.
Pine Walker. Okay, it's an 8/8.
That is an 8/8. Okay.
That's fine. And
Force Away.
that's lethal.
Okay, we lost to incremental growth.
Yeah, I mean, yes, we did. Welcome to incremental growth. You kind of lose to that card a lot.
Yeah, incremental growth is very good.
All right.
Does that make us care about things like Disdainful Stroke or Stubbs? But they morph so many other guys.
They barely, it's the only thing they play is the problem. Like, they morph everything else.
I think we just have to ship it back. Or play something like Shambling it turn? No, it can't be right. That card's not playable.
Maybe, like, that has Death Touch. It plays a little more defensive game plan. Again, I still like Rakshsa's Secret in this match. And damn it, I believe in Karu Bloodsucker, not that we've ever gotten to use it.
Smoke Teller is not great.
Yeah, I don't much care for Smoke Teller.
We've only ever played Smoke Teller out of desperation. Either we needed playables or I like this plan. I like it.
Okay.
CD. We've only ever played Smoke Teller out of either we needed a 23rd or our opponent was highly aggressive and we just wanted something to do on 2.
How many of these
Deck.
hands are we gonna see, Deck?
How many?
Okay.
Goodbye Abzan Guide or the attendees?
Maybe the attendees?
Yeah, the attendees are less playable than the Abzan Guide is.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2/2s, because the creature baseline is designed around the morph, it means that a 2/2 is more deal withable. You see a lot of 2/3s in this set.
Well, it also does mean that it matches up decently against a 3-drop. Like, it's not
Yeah.
the worst thing in the world.
But it means that just paying 2 mana for what you could get out of a lot of cards for 3 mana that are better is not super great. The ability is never relevant. Like, it's there for somebody who is not us.
Oh my god, so here's every single piece of interaction in our deck.
Hey, I mean, I don't hate it. You just gotta draw anything now.
Yeah.
Preferably, let's draw 2 more lands, and one of them is the green-white one.
Yes. And I'm gonna kill this first morph.
Here it is. Here's the first morph. Let's see if our opponent is on play best or play worst morph first. There's 2 ideologies about it. If it's the bird, it's the best. Okay, that's one of their better morphs.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty strong one.
Greetings, Dick Thermeron from GP Big Place. I don't know what GP is going on right now.
Vegas.
GP Vegas.
So I'm gonna offer the trade.
If they trade, we can play Hootie. If they don't trade, we can play Hootie.
Yep. And like,
for some reason, saying Hootie like that reminded me of Jehuti. Yeah. Deploy at the Jehuti. We gotta protect our pals and revenge our comrades. Yeah. Okay, just played their Pine Walker. Well, I could see either forcing that or singing that. Singing it lets us get damage in. Jehuti man golden character in Death Stranding. Up, deploy the clowns.
please take the trade. Because my morph is garbage. Yes! Yes!
Yeah!
Our morph was garbage, so that's, if they pass, we can't do anything, so.
Oh, okay, cool. That's a fine creature to force away.
Yeah. Alright. If we draw land, we get to loot it.
That's a fine creature to attack into. Wait, can we cast that?
Yeah,
Yes,
we can. Yeah, we can.
Don't you love casting your delve spells for full value? That is tempting. We are tempted.
I'm gonna put my opponent on 2.
You got a Ruthless Ripper in the deck.
Yeah.
Let's draw
Also,
Ruthless Ripper into Mind Rot.
This card is trample.
Yep, so if they block, we can force away.
Yeah. Tormenting Voice. And so that means they can't untap this. If they go aggressive and attack with the aerial, the Riverwheel Aerialist, we might be able to just win.
Yeah, although if they attack with it, they have to have like a follow-up.
Sure, but if their follow-up is 1 creature.
Yeah, hopefully their follow-up is 1 creature. Even 2 creatures if they're small would be fine.
Yeah,
like a Morpheus is not good enough.
Crippling Chill is fine. That actually, like...
That buys them a turn and gets them a healthy chunk of damage.
Yep.
But we are at 22.
And a final follow-up in...
Ice Feather Raven?
Yeah.
Hey!
Which is a 2/2, so not hugely relevant.
Yeah, flying 2/2 is pretty good.
Yeah, like, I mean, as far as a blocker, it's not gonna do anything. I'm gonna keep that in my hand.
Yeah, we might end step force away something here.
Yeah.
Especially if they play.
6. Yep, okay, untap.
I'll untap this creature. And a chump. Okay.
How much is coming in?
Let's find out. They don't die to that. Let's draw Crocodile Chop. Okay, maybe they just block with the Pine Walker and they die.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing this.
So here's a weird interaction, everybody. Ah, damn it. Well, we still do it.
Yeah.
So a weird interaction is if you remove a blocker by any means, trample goes over. That's why Ride Down works. That's why Ride Down gives the block creature trample.
Ooh.
And a flyer. So they go to 1 and they have to hold Ice Feather Raven back.
Or they're biggie.
Yeah.
So all we need to do is find a way in for 1.
You gotta find either Ruth and a black card. Crocodile Drop would do it, I think.
Yep, so they're going to leave back Real Aerialist? No, they're coming in for big.
They're gonna play Pine Walker. They have to kill us pretty quick here because they're so low, they're under pressure. Because we're also dead here next turn. If they get rid of our Pine Walker, rid of our Wind Scout.
That's a turn late.
Daylight and $1 short.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I believe we're dead.
I think we're dead.
Because that morph has to have power, right? Like,
that morph probably has to have power. Like, depends how they attack here. They might be afraid of our card in hand, but they shouldn't be. Oh. Do they have two? They have a cantrip into cantrip here.
I'm gonna draw Ruth. No.
I was forgetting to summon playable cards at the top of our deck.
All right.
When we lose, I want to see what that morph is because it should be revealed at the end of the game. Or we can reveal it now.
Yeah, because they have to make this block.
It was Miss Fireweaver. Okay.
All right.
So we were dead 6 ways to Sunday.
Yeah. Damn, that Force Away, I really wanted to try to get that Force Away to actually let us in, but...
They were too smart. They remembered how Trample works, which is actually important. Trample is secretly like the most weirdest vanilla keyword.
Well, the thought is like maybe we, instead of using it there, we hold it back and then like go for like a gigantic hit later when they're on 8. But I think it's the same outcome, right? Like,
yeah, we were going for it, but hey, we didn't go we didn't go 0-6. We just went.
We just had the 0-3.
We just have the 0-3, but hey, that's fine.
Yep.
This is probably not the only cons we're doing.
Yeah, I plan on doing another one of these over the weekend, so
we just had to get the rust off.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where, I think the actual mistake was ACDC.
Yeah, I think the mistake was seeing Esidisi, thinking that's a cool card, which it is, and then having someone else, I think to our right, also think that was a cool card. And
yeah, because we passed like Esidisi's follower, and then all of a sudden that color come. I think like looking back on it, like that clearly just it wasn't a strong enough card to pick there, and then we end up like with all the kind of like warrior stuff, and it's a different deck, but I don't know if it's any better. Also, like the secret plan side of the deck didn't do anything.
Well, it wasn't very good because the
So.
card's bad.
Yes.
But
So we get all that in one deck. We mush it together, throw it away, and then I draft Boros next time.
and we'll draft Boros next time.
All right. Anyway, thank you all for joining. Thanks, Gnome, for joining.
I am Gnomebitten.
If you want to catch more of this, you can always follow when I'm going, see when I'm going live. We're gonna do some more of this over the weekend with certainly better results, but a certainly different deck in the first place. I secretly hate Gruul in this format.
Timur is underpowered. You have to get one of the baller cards.
I don't like Tamer in this format. Sorry.
I think if you get Timur Ascendancy, that can make it worth it.
I think there's a lot of rares that make it, but you need one of
Yeah.
them. Like that's my problem with it. Anyway, that's besides. Anyway, so thank you all for joining. Follow if you want to see when I'm going live. Subscribe for some cool skulls.
Skulls.
Skulls.